every day, feel like a slave to this guap. Like my daddy in his prime, man. Shout out to my pops. Told my baby finna fuck this track, they don't come right back, I need that top. I been drinking in the middle of the day, have shit my way, but the money won't stop. If I hit, she gon' miss it, yeah. We did all kind of positions, yeah. If she don't listen, I'm missing, yeah. I got a pill like a citrus, yeah. Got an addiction to thickness, yeah. And I fuck with Slim if he hitting. Back to back, tryna slip in. You gotta pull, I'm gonna dip in. And I'm generous and body friend. I'm gonna fuck her, she got a twin. And I'm gonna fuck her, she got a man. I'm in love with that guap, you don't understand. End goes to get more than I can spend, though. I'm rolling up, back to back, blowing smoke out the window. On the road every day, feel like a slave to the squad. I thought hella nigga was cool, them pussy niggas, that's what I got. Nah, boy was tryna kill me for it, I gave away the spot. Won't be no surprise to nobody, you boy coming out on top. On the cool, I be thinking about it sometimes, that nigga get hot. Nigga beat me up, get a time and I done seen that shit a lot. When it was day one, slime me out, dog, but that shit feel like getting shot. I had niggas switch up on your boy and I ain't do shit but feed the block. It be hard to smile sometimes, dog, but I'm still serve that chop. Really be wanna cry sometime, dog, but ain't no tear for a op. Really wanna burn that bitch that bad, dog, but you know I ain't getting locked. How the fuck I'm going outside, bitch, when my pocket all these nights? Go, let me step on that bitch, bro. Let me step on that bitch. Please, bro, let me step on that bitch. I don't wanna pop my shit. Let me rip my shit. Let's go. Bro, let me pop my shit. Okay. I just wanna rip my shit. Okay. One more movie hit. I'm going banana get split. Gotta spit truth before I get sick. I know you like him, but that boy a bitch. I ain't got no head in my heart. Y'all know that bitch was fake from the start. Even I gave niggas chances based off similar circumstances. Man, I should've just went my gut. Stay my stupid ass in the cut. Can't believe my dog on snake shit. Now my trust all fucked up. I been push people away, but keep it real, them niggas fake. Man, them folk don't have that way. They gon' slide you out today. Keep my head up and I pray. Let that money keep come my way. Stay in my lane, keep being great. Okay, no fuck nigga gotta say. I been standing on what's right. Yeah, they all talk, no fight. But they mouth heavy as light. Then get crushed like Trust the White. There's so many stuff in the mix. I been staying low, out of sight. I'm above that old sucker shit. I twist one day and take flight. On my amigos, I'ma take off. Feel like Sean Paul, give me light. Came a long way from Sundays to try to no pick and pay, not wearing nice. On the road every day, feel like a slave to this guy. Cool pussy, nigga, that's what I got. Man, you better tryna kill me for it, I gave away the spot. Won't be no surprise to nobody. Boy coming out on top. On the cool, I be thinking about it sometimes, that nigga get hot. Nigga beat me up, get a time and I done seen that shit a lot. When your day one slime me out, dog, but that shit feel like getting shot. I done had niggas switch up on your boy and I ain't do shit but feed the block.
So yeah, I've been all the way, like all my attention has been on hip hop lately. Mainstream hip hop, underground hip hop, all the beefs. You know what I'm saying? Everything in it, like this shit been having all my attention here lately. The last joint we did like this, we backtrack and major salute to Who's the Dirt. You know what I'm saying? Let me drop a like on this bitch. We did J. Cole. No. We did Kendrick versus Drake. We got another video with Kendrick versus J. Cole. So hey, let's get into it. The last one was fire too, and I appreciate you hitting that like button for me, daughter Zion in the just saying in here too. Salute. We need all them likes. Appreciate it. Let's go.
Chain for a very long time, and even in 2024, the battle for that #1 spot is still very much alive. Now, you guys really loved my video where I broke down all the Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole have been at the top of the food chain for a very long time, and even in 2024, the battle for that #1 spot is still very much alive. Now, you guys really loved my video where I broke down all the Kendrick and Drake disses, but something that gets overlooked is the ongoing and current back and forth between J. Cole and Kendrick. So that's what this video is about. Now, keep in mind, some of these bars are speculation, but some of them are pretty obvious. Alright, so J. Cole and Kendrick's relationship goes way back to before they even released their freshman albums. Now, J. Cole did have a head start as he signed with Hove in 2009, and when he signed to The Rock, he dropped 2 amazing mixtapes. I was definitely a massive fan of both of those tapes. In fact, the outro track that I use on every video that I make is from Friday Night Lights.
Yeah.
Good to see it edited correctly.
Hey, what's the dirt?
Bitch, I'm about to blow up.
Yeah.
And Blow Up is exactly what J. Cole did, and due to that mixtape run, he found himself on the 2010 XXL freshman cover.
I got the keys to my Beamer with no beanie, man.
And as fate would have it, J. Cole shared
That
that
was kind of weak though. I ain't gonna lie, I got the keys to my Beamer with no Beamer. Sima, who got the keys to my Beamer? Like, I mean, I get it. I get the ball. I get the reference, but nah.
that cover with an LA artist by the name of J-Rock.
Bring your best 3, I eat them like Nookie and give them hysterectomies.
Check out this cover though. We got J. Cole, Nipsey, Wiz Khalifa, Freddie Gibbs, Big Sean. They don't make them like that anymore.
They literally don't. God almighty. Bro, we getting the ad money, boy. I'm gonna give him 15 seconds. Make sure you get a little bit of change out this jump. Major salute. Alright.
Just so happened to be signed to TDE, which was the same label as Kendrick, and it was at that freshman cover shoot where Cole and Kendrick met for the first time. But at the time, Kendrick wasn't really buzzing, so J. Cole didn't even remember meeting him. It wasn't until months later where Cole saw Kendrick performing at a party, and he was so blown away by his skill set that he decided to approach him personally just to let him know that he was really dope.
When I saw him, I was like, what? When I heard him, I'm instantly like, I'm looking at Eve like, yo, this nigga's crazy. Like, I gotta go let him know that he's ill.
So they meet up, they exchange contact info, and then Kendrick would send Cole 2 different tracks.
He sent me Pussy and Patron.
Like who's of a starving artist trying to go beyond the marches, maintaining my modest as I dream.
And he sent me Cut You Off.
I'm trying to surround myself with people that inspire me.
And I was like, yo, this nigga, with this nigga, like, yo, I want to sign this nigga.
And at this point, anyone with half a brain can see that this guy is definitely special. So Cole, being a producer, starts to hook Kendrick up with beats. And it will be one of J. Cole's beats that would go on to be Kendrick's big single for Section 80, High Power.
Visions of Martin Luther staring at me.
Now, it was at this point where the two decided that they were going to take it a step further, and they started planning a joint mixtape.
So y'all are officially working on that?
Yeah, we working on it.
Okay, because
In an MTV interview, J. Cole was quoted as saying, "Me and Kendrick are doing a whole ridiculous thing together that's going to tear up the world."
how many records y'all do?
We got maybe 4.
One of the songs that they did record was called Temptations. Now, it would never get released, but Kendrick did preview a snippet at a Section 80 signing. And I mean, it's pretty clear from even the snippet that Kendrick bodied Cole on this track, and even Cole admitted that.
Another one I got is a song we got now called Temptations. But when I gave it the beat, it already had my verse on it. I was just like, yo, I got this crazy beat with an ill verse on it, you know what I'm saying? Just do it. Yo, when I tell you, you should never give a nigga like Kendrick Lamar home court advantage.
And it was during that in-store signing where Kendrick previewed another song with J. Cole. And they would record a bunch of other records for this project, but unfortunately none of them would ever get released, and it wasn't until 2012 that we would hear them both on the same track, and that was on a Trey the Truth remix.
Eternally grateful for the support, made a cover of the sauce for
Your hustle was nominated, anonymous, and you faded.
And just 1 month later, they're both on the same track again, which was a DJ Khaled record.
Hennessy for my enemies, niggas know I'm taking a spot.
That means I've been bad about it, and this is the realest shit I ever wrote.
Look, if you're subscribed to my channel, I'm gonna assume that you like to smell good. And if you don't smell good, no worries, my friends over at Scentbird got you covered. Scentbird is a fragrance subscription company that lets you choose order, so it's a little next day where Cole was signing albums at a Best Buy in Compton, and he posted, "Cole popped up at Compton Best Buy for the signing. Dolo. Dudes don't do that. My homie for real." I've seen stories like this before where it's like J. Cole will be spotted in New York, like riding a bike by himself, no security, just minding his own business. And it would appear that J. Cole was in LA for more than just a visit, as a few days later, Kendrick posted a tweet saying, me and Cole was in the stew last night. And with all that said, a couple months later, Kendrick would release another song produced by J. Cole, The Jig Is Up. However, it was now time for J. Cole to shine, and he quickly dropped his sophomore album, which did have a feature from Kendrick. But Kendrick didn't even rap, he was only on the hook. What's interesting about the track, given Kendrick's presence on it, is the ongoing theme of Cole referring to himself as being the best, and how he's above everyone else.
Cole is the king, most definite. But when I say that I'm the greatest, I ain't talking about later. All these other niggas is below me.
And look, he's supposed to think he's the best. That's just part of the game. But I just found it interesting that he's sharing the record with Kendrick. He's talking this way, and Kendrick really doesn't get a chance to rap back.
Word.
However, Kendrick would get a chance to rap
smoke.
as just 2 months later.
Good morning, Maddie. I don't like the time to smoke. That's what I'm on right now.
Later, he completely shook the industry when he dropped his Control verse.
Usually homeboys with the same niggas I'm rhyming with, but this is hip-hop and them niggas should know what time it is. And that goes for Jermaine Cole, Big Crit, Wale.
On the verse, Kendrick calls out multiple rappers, which triggered responses mostly from MCs that weren't even named, but one rapper that was named and did respond was J. Cole.
Amazon is overcharging you, but I can show you how to avoid it. Don't spend another dime on Amazon.
Thought you was a damn ass bitch till I found that shit a couple days ago. I was home alone, next thing I know that long ass verse from a song called Control was on.
In the verse, J. Cole paints the picture of a girl playing the Control verse that he was close with. This is likely in reference to the big splash that the verse made, given the fact that the whole world talked about it at the time.
That's when I seen the shit playing on your phone. Girl, what is that, a ringtone? Shit, not you too. Man, I hate done got you too.
Cole then has a conversation with the girl, alluding to how the hype sucked her in. People like Drake would make similar remarks about the verse, saying that it was just for shock value and that it would be forgettable.
Everybody in their mama gas, even my mama ass what I'm gonna do.
Again, Cole makes mention to how everyone gassed up the Control verse and makes it known that people that he was close with questioned him on how he would respond to it.
Decisions. In case this is one and I load up on all ammunition.
Again, Cole echoes a similar response to Drake, where Drake said that if it's really beef, then let it be real.
So it's like, was that real or was that just like for the people? You know what I mean?
I think it's a sparring kind of sport.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like, you know, then let it be real then, you know, I mean, because those were harsh words, right?
If a nigga want problems, my triggers on auto, I'll make sure that nobody miss them.
So Cole is really letting Kendrick know that if he wants to make this thing real, if he wants to take it there, that he's ready for war. The last line where he states that he's going to make sure that nobody misses him appears to be a direct response to Kendrick's verse when he said this.
I got love for you all, but I'm trying to murder you niggas. Trying to make sure your core fans never heard of you niggas. They don't want to hear not one more noun or verb from you niggas.
So J. Cole is saying, I can make you disappear. It's critical to note that when the Control verse dropped, Cole felt obligated to reach out to Kendrick directly to try to make sense of what it was all about.
I had to have a conversation with him. I just had to find out for myself, like, yo, what?
You came at me, dog?
What's that?
And Kendrick did explain on many occasions that his relationship with J. Cole did not change as a result of that verse.
Specifically, where are you at, like, with the J. Cole? Specifically, where are you at with a Drake or so on and so forth?
I respect their music, for sure. I respect them as individuals and creators.
And Kendrick seemingly wasn't lying, as
Facts, Waterman, right.
some months after the Control verse, P. Diddy allegedly tried to pour a drink on Kendrick at a party. Diddy was in a drunken state and was pissed off about Kendrick's King of New York line, and J. Cole defended him. It was Cole's intervention that led to the infamous scuffle between himself and Diddy. I mean, anyone out here getting in a fight with J. Cole, of all people, you're clearly just a massive piece of shit. Let's just call it for what it is.
That verse even led to the fight with Puff and Cole.
J. Cole would mention the fight years later on a track called Let Go of My Hand.
My last scrap was with Puff Daddy, who would have thought it?
As far as award shows for the year, Kendrick cleaned up with BET, winning Lyricist of the Year, MVP.
Yeah, who won? Who won? Somebody had to get some hands put on him. You know what I'm saying? This just in. Jimmy Butler is out for the rest of the... No! No! Not, we ain't gonna get to see no playoff Hemi? Ah, that's some bullshit right there. Damn! My nigga Hemi
of the Year and Album of the Year,
Damn.
all
I heard
over.
Zion got hurt too. Only reason why I heard about that because his baby mama was picking on him. That's so fucked up. Only reason why I heard Zion was out. His baby mama on Twitter talking about, you'll never be LeBron. You'll never be LeBron. Like, damn, cuz.
For J. Cole. Kendrick also clinched the #1 spot for MTV's Hottest MC, and J. Cole didn't even make the list.
with MTV, man, because you did not make the freshman.
man,
not the freshman list, but the hottest MC.
Right. Inexcusable,
It
man.
is inexcusable, man. I'm like, this dude's got a gold album. Like, what?
Platinum single, gold album, Grammy nominated. You know.
Big weirdo. Big weirdo. Something wrong with that damn lady boy, man. You be hating on the, but nah, that's his fault. That's his fault. Shit. But she definitely weird, like, you know what I mean? Hey, we got, hey, she need, Zion got to pickle, hey, he gotta fix his pickle, you know what I'm saying? He just picked the bad one that time. You remember when KB with them, KB them over the other day talking about, like, what's a bad B and all that? Like, she might be one. She probably one. I think she one of them. I don't like them. I don't want that one of them either. I'm straight.
You gotta kind of be like, come on, son, like, word.
Yeah, it was. It just let me know, like, what that whole thing was.
And I normally take these lists with a huge grain of salt, but I do think it's important to highlight just how many times Kendrick has won over J. Cole, because I feel like that feeds into the chip that's on J. Cole's shoulder in recent years. To further confirm that the two were still on good terms, they celebrated Cole's birthday in New York together, and some months later, J. Cole brought Kendrick on stage while he was on tour in LA.
Here's one thing you need to do before you buy anything online. Don't spend another dime on Amazon until you watch this first.
Watch this. I can show you how to get this.
My sentiments exactly. They don't know why I fuck with y'all, boy. We be here with it. I rock y'all, my niggas.
However, it was in that same year that J. Cole would release what many people would consider to be his classic album, and on that project, he had a few little jabs for Kendrick.
I don't play no games, boy, I ain't no joke. Like the great Rakim when I make my notes.
So it's kind of similar to Kendrick's Control verse, where Cole is paying homage to a bunch of legends, and he's putting himself in the mix.
Well, you might be Drizzy Drake or Kendrick Lamar, but check the birth date, nigga. You ain't the guy. Cole the guy, nigga.
This line acts as a double entendre, where one, Cole inserts himself as being above both Kendrick and Drake, and two, Rakim commonly goes by the God MC, and Cole just so happens to share the same birthday, January 28th. So at this point, it's just all friendly competition in the spirit of hip-hop, but it was the Control verse that triggered this type of competition. J. Cole would also make it very clear on his track Fire Squad of where he felt he was at in the rap game.
Ain't no way
Hold on, January 28th. So J. Cole is Aquarius too. And Rakim. God damn it. So that, yeah, cause I'm fair ready to say, yeah, we all are early Aquarius. Shit, that's probably why I be feeling like I'm better than everybody else with rap. Shit, maybe it got something to do with that being born in that season. Like, shit, niggas just be cold-blooded who come out in that time, nigga.
No more. I am the greatest. Lot of niggas sat on the throne. I am the latest.
Cole also makes it known that he's not afraid of anyone.
I ain't afraid of you niggas. I ain't afraid of you niggas.
At the end of the record,
I hold that shit just for. But the thing is, I did my homework. Cole just caught the short end of the stick, man. Cole caught the short end of the stick with this shit. Only reason why he apologized because he called Kendrick some he called him some homophobic slurs. And then I thought about it. I'm like, bro, this hip hop though, my nigga. Like, what you mean? But I did some more homework, and Kendrick has never ever disrespected that community. And he also advocate for them. You know what I'm saying? He also advocate for the LGBTQ. So that angle and taking that attack, like I think he said, Kendrick looked like a lesbian. Or something. I don't know I forgot what he said. I forgot the exact bars what he said, but some kind of way he played it up, like, you know what I'm saying? Kendrick is of that community. So that's what he was apologizing for. You know what I'm saying? I still 100% believe he think he better than them niggas. But he don't want to get his motherfucking ass, he don't want to get canceled. Which that part I understand. But the optics, what it looks like, it looked like he ran up on that boy, Kung Fu Kenny, and went ready for all that smoke. And like, oh, my bad, I apologize. It looked bad. It looked bad as fuck. Once I did my homework, I understood why he apologized, but still, it in that arena, bro. Shit, when you win there, when you win that arena, bro, it don't, man, fuck that, go. You gotta go. You can't be sorry about shit. You know what I'm saying? When you win there. Can't be sorry about a motherfucking thing. Now, if he was to just flip up and like, you know what I'm saying? If he was to, it would have been a different story if it. I feel like it would have been a different story if he did it unintentionally. If he did it by accident or just like, you know what I'm saying? The fans are mistaking bars and be like, Kendrick J. Cole shooting subliminals at this nigga. He like, nah, bro, that ain't it. I wouldn't even talk about that nigga. I could probably understand that, but you dead ass engaged with him. It's like, shit, we hitting now. So, yeah, at that point, I wouldn't give a fuck with it. Me personally, I wouldn't give a fuck what J. Cole said. Nigga, get the win. Talk that shit. That's how I feel about it. But in the climate we are today, like, comedians can't be comedians, rappers can't be rappers, or artists cannot be artists, bro. It's like, I hate to say it, but mainstream art, the mainstream shit that we see and consume, if it ain't coming straight from the underground, like, dog, boy, that shit is so controlled. It's so controlled and altered for it to be palatable for everybody. Then it's no longer what it's, you know what I'm saying? It's no longer what it intended to be. This shit's supposed to be raw. This shit's supposed to be real. It's supposed to be from the heart. Like, it's supposed to make people feel a way, good, bad, happy, sad. It's supposed to, you know, hip-hop started as guys telling their story, what they see on the day-to-day, what's going on in their neighborhoods, over dope-ass samples and some motherfucking hard-ass drums. Like, and still to this day, J. Cole is one of the artists that he just spitting what he see. He spitting, he rap about what he living. He ain't trying to be the shoot 'em up, bang, bang guy. He talk his shit as far as putting words together, he feel, and he do his shit. You know what I mean? He do his shit. That boy nice when it comes to putting these words together. But yeah, man, when you in that arena, cuz we hitting, bitch. I ain't finna apologize about a motherfucking thing. Hey, Michelle in the building. Hey, we got all the motherfuckers in the motherfucking house today. Baby, how y'all doing this morning? I'm in Linda. What's happening, boy? What's up, my nigga? Yeah, for the Miss Parkers one time, though.
Hi, Miss Parker.
Hey.
We gonna let me fuck Miss Parker.
Hell yeah, he clapped this guy. Yes. He also capped on his catalog. Yeah. So why are they calling this beef? That's a good question, because it's not beef. This ain't beef. Biggie, Tupac, that was beef. Anytime somebody die, that's beef. If ain't nobody dead, I don't consider it beef. These niggas just rapping. Like, you know what I'm saying? They just, so legit beef and you know what I'm saying? Flexing your mental intellect on a nigga, trying to match wits with niggas over beats. That's I'm better than you type shit. That ain't beef. That's just compete. And I'm for that. I'm for that. But hell yeah, I wouldn't call it beef myself.
J. Cole brings up the debate of who's really the king and claims that the crown is his for the taking.
Why do people debate who's the king of this rap game? Here comes Lil old Jermaine to snatch the crown from whoever y'all think has it.
But that would not be all, as J. Cole had another subliminal for Kendrick on GOMD.
When I'm in LA, I'm the best in the West. You can test, I'ma stretch niggas out.
I mean, if we're talking about the West Coast in 2014, I don't know who else he would be talking to other than Kendrick. However, it was in this year that Kendrick would win BET.
My nigga Frozone, what it do, bro? What you been on?
Lyricist of the Year again over J. Cole, and everyone remembers the infamous Macklemore Grammy snub.
Macklemore and Ryan Lewis.
With all that said, as we head into 2015, talks about this joint Kendrick and Cole project are still very much alive.
Is there going to be a Kendrick Lamar J. Cole album?
Yeah, definitely. I still would love to do it for sure. I talked to the bro. I don't know, probably a little bit over a month. And he's on the tour rocking, so we're gonna try to make something happen.
However, the closest thing we would get to a joint album would be on November 15th.
Yeah, I love me a good rap battle. I love me a good rap battle, boy. I think the best times, one of the best times in hip hop when when it was like when Beans and Jada were going at it, then 50 had got in the mix, nigga. Then it was Locks versus G Unit type shit. Like, yeah. If at one point in time it was just like back to back to back to back to back beef, like well just rap, you know what I'm saying, the rap shit, and they kept it on wax. Nobody died. Like that was one of my favorite times of hip hop. I'm thinking this gotta be what 03, 04 when them boys were hitting hard. Yeah, 03, 04, possibly 02. Them boys were hitting real hard, boy. Rap was the shit back then.
When both Cole and Kendrick released a song.
Calvo, what it do, bro? Oh yeah, Calvo say watch this.
Each titled Black Friday, where they're both going in on each other's beats.
Bless myself with the wisdom, my player is me, no miss, so pay them in for performance. Different flows hit different chicks. Let my bricks and hoes see me fishing chips.
Now, the feedback that we got from those records was pretty well unanimous. Kendrick going so hard I forgot Cole was on it. Sheesh. Kendrick was the destruction, J. Cole was the recovery. Kendrick was rapping like his life was on the line in this one. And I can't disagree, he really was rapping like his life was on the line and making a statement. And I personally believe that it's the element of competition further enforced by both the fans and the media that would eventually come between these two artists. As we close out the year, J. Cole would clinch BET's Album of the Year. However, Kendrick would win Album of the Year at the Grammys. I mean, they're both phenomenal projects. One got a Grammy, one got a BET award. I'm happy with it. They both deserve it. And even in 2016, 2017, talks of this joint project is still going.
There is a Kendrick Cole album.
There's a Kendrick, they got it. You know what I'm saying? They got something to work. They're working on them for a while.
And to make the fans go even crazier with anticipation, people got even more excited when Kendrick brought out J. Cole in Detroit. And just a few weeks later, TDE Punch would share a tweet saying, I was just playing about that Dot and Cole joint. It's coming for sure, maybe. I don't know, it might happen. Probably. Actually, hit them. This joint album got teased for years and years and years. But the fans still kept up hope, as at the end of 2017, the Snowman himself was able to secure a feature from both J. Cole and Kendrick for his track American Dream.
Then I put it on plate, I'm running the game, you're running in place. Lie on what is known to the traveling man.
However, Jeezy approached this record a little bit sneaky, as he didn't tell Kendrick or Cole that they would both be on the same song together.
Did he know Kendrick was going to be on it too?
Nah. So when they heard the finished product, you know, everybody kind of knew everybody was on the record.
And it really makes sense because J. Cole is really rapping on his verse, yet Kendrick took this very melodic approach and isn't really rapping at all. I feel like if Kendrick heard Cole's verse or even knew Cole would be on the record, he might have decided to really rap instead, or maybe it wouldn't have changed anything, as the theme of this record may not have called for that level of competing.
How much should good car insurance cost you a month? $80? $120? Nope. Try $38.
Kendrick definitely would have rapped his ass off if you knew J. Cole was on that song. That's an easy call. That nigga would have been back rapping like somebody had a gun to his head in the studio.
As we close out 2017-2018, Kendrick had a hell of a year in the awards category, winning BET's Album of the Year and Lyricist of the Year over J. Cole. Kendrick would also win several Grammys, but most noteworthy, Rap Album of the Year, and we can't forget that he was the first hip-hop artist ever to win a Pulitzer Prize.
Awarded to Damn by Kendrick Lamar.
And now we get a line from J. Cole where he voices his opinions about the Grammys.
The streets don't give a fuck about the Grammys.
At the time, Cole had 7 Grammy nominations with 0 wins. And then we got Kendrick cleaning up. He had like 12 Grammys to his name. You could take this line however you want. And it would be at this point where J. Cole finally shuts down the idea of a joint project and basically says that it's not gonna happen.
That's not a real thing. That's like some fantasy thing.
It's not. It didn't come from nowhere. It came from us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's not like it's something that's actively happening.
And as time goes on, we get nothing but non-stop comparisons and questions of who's the better rapper. Who's the better storyteller, J. Cole or Kendrick? Greatest rapper of this generation, J. Cole or Kendrick? Who's the better rapper, J. Cole or Kendrick? And at the time, the overwhelming majority would say that Kendrick was the better rapper. However, outside of a Black Panther soundtrack and a few features, Kendrick is very much absent between the years of 2018 and 2021, and while Kendrick has his feet up, we see this epic shift in J. Cole, where he begins to reshape the narrative of who's the best.
Niggas been counting me out, I'm counting my bullets, I'm loading my clips. Kill them strangers to the blood, smoke, gun smoke. You niggas don't want smoke, no guts like that, switch it, we just smoke. Okay, no problem, I show up on every one album, you know what the outcome will be. From this day forward, I move with a new ferocity. Yeah, I'm the GOAT, no
I
nigga.
ain't gonna fake, that nigga went crazy. J. Cole took off on these niggas a little bit.
Don't at me, put on your coat, don't work up your colder. This is my year, don't say I ain't told you.
Something changes with J. Cole. 12 features in 2018 and
That's exactly what I'm finna do. Take off on niggas.
16 features in 2019, and he pretty much smoked.
I'm sitting here watching these niggas like, okay, so word. Next time I take off on these niggas, I ain't looking back. I ain't looking back.
Them all. Now, the very last time these two will be heard on the same record was on Dreamville's Under the Sun, where Kendrick had an uncredited hook.
I woke up for some money.
And even in 2020, fans are still talking about this Kendrick and Cole project, and this time, TDE Punch totally shuts it down. One fan posted, "I want Lamar on an EP with Cole." Punch responded, "That's never going to happen." Another fan then asked if they were maybe planning something bigger than an EP, to which Punch responded, "0 tracks, not happening." So
again, I wonder what happened. I wonder what happened. It either gotta be jealousy, a woman, a motherfucking pocket watcher. What happened? What happened, man? One jealous of the other. A woman got involved, or it's a motherfucking pocket watching going on, cuz it's always them three, and I wonder what happened in between them two.
what was once a maybe is now just a very stern no. However, it would appear that even after all the work J. Cole put in, it still wasn't enough, as he was still being cast aside when compared to Kendrick and Drake.
Cole got rings, but I mean, I don't put
Cole one of the greatest. He's one of the greatest.
I don't put him on the level of Drake and Kendrick.
Being as competitive as he is, I feel like these opinions begin to bother J. Cole, and it helps to mold the hungry artist that we've seen in recent years. It's around this time where I feel J. Cole asked himself a few questions like, how do I want to be remembered? How do I want to close out my legacy? And do I really want to finish this thing off with a bronze medal?
I had to make a real decision. Like, have you wrote your best song? Did you leave no stone unturned creatively? And when I thought about that feeling, I was like, nah, I'm not cool with that.
And in my opinion, he made his choice, and this is where things start to get interesting. Fans started to speculate that J. Cole took subliminal shots at Kendrick on his album The Offseason.
Big step, but nigga don't get stepped on.
Now, there were countless posts on Reddit and people on YouTube who really felt like the words "Big Stepper don't get stepped on" was a direct reference to Kendrick's Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. However, Cole's track came out 11 months before Kendrick's album title was even announced. So unless J. Cole had some inside information about the album title, I'm not sure how this theory holds much weight. I mean, you guys could tell me what you think. I'm all for speculating, but to me, it really gotta make sense. In 2021, J. Cole would address his position of being in third place on a track titled Heaven's EP.
Some people say that I'm running third. They threw the bronze at me. Behind Drake and Dot, yeah, them niggas is superstars to me.
So J. Cole acknowledges that many people consider him as being number 3, but instead of tearing a strip off Kendrick or Drake, he tips his hat to them, complimenting their place in hip-hop.
The tale's official. The best nigga breathing it just failed to hit you. You couldn't tell cause you fell for the bells and whistles.
However, Cole makes it clear that the fans got his ranking fucked up and calls himself the hardest in the game. He goes on to explain that the people fell for the bells and whistles. This could be alluding to the many times that he got snubbed during awards, or the fact that he's been known to do very little promo when it comes to rolling out his albums. There's just nothing flashy about J. Cole. He just looks like a normal fucking dude, and very seldom is he in the media unless it's for his music.
Too much hunger, it's no wonder these niggas can't keep up, so saying yes to a feature just means I'm about to eat lunch, bitch.
In the first line, Cole references just how hungry he's become for that #1 spot, and in the second line, he alludes to the fact that every feature he does, he wraps circles around the artist requesting it.
It's been exactly 1,746 days since the last time Kendrick Lamar dropped an album.
Modern food science has literally created thousands of artificial chemical ingredients that never existed. These ingredients end up
1,855 days. I've been going through something.
Missed at the inner city, miscommunication to keep homo detector busy. No protection is risky.
After a 5-year hiatus, on May 13th, 2022, Kendrick released Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. The album received mixed reviews, but in my opinion, was his most personal and introspective album to date. I even got a t-shirt with the album on it. That's how much I like the album. Again, fans speculated that Kendrick was throwing shade at J. Cole on his track Count Me Out.
Ain't nobody but the mirror looking for the fall off.
Many people seem to believe that because J. Cole's upcoming project is called The Fall Off, that this could have been a very direct shot. And initially, I didn't think this was a shot at J. Cole, but J. Cole appears to respond directly to this a little bit later down the line. With that said, J. Cole would appear to take more shots at Kendrick on Johnny P's Caddy with Benny the Butcher.
If I put your favorite rapper neck in a noose, never letting them loose.
When the track initially came out, some speculated that Cole was actually dissing Benny on his own.
God. That's legit my favorite J. Cole verse as far as his features go. That, and it's just the beat. The beat damn near make me want to cry. I can't fake. Yo, the beat is so beautiful. We'll listen to it after. I gotta hear that beat after this shit go off. That motherfucker. The sample, the vocals on the sample. And then I can't fake. Every time I hear that shit, boy, I get a little frog in my throat. I choke up. Like, that shit sounds so beautiful to me.
On record, but even Benny said that he felt Cole was dissing someone else.
If you ask me, he was talking to somebody. Yep. So the guys who everybody compare him with and put him in the rink with, like, to me, that's who he's talking to.
I'm probably gonna go to hell if Jesus asked for a feature.
In the first line, Cole makes it clear that he's bodying anyone on a feature and even claims that Jesus himself would take a loss.
That man went stupid on that fucking song, bro. J. Cole lost his shit on it. He went in on that one. Yeah, that's the best shit he done did. I'm telling you, that motherfucker right there crazy.
Imitated Jesus in the past would be none other than Kendrick Lamar.
Some see the glass is empty, I see a glass full of ether, collecting his bread and mash like he a Catholic preacher.
This line appears to be a reference to Kendrick's music video for Humble, where Kendrick is dressed up as a Catholic preacher, and you can see the empty glass and bread sitting on the table. Cole makes it clear that he sees a glass full of ether, which could be a reference to Nas's infamous diss to Jay-Z.
Oh God, the best rapper alive, headshot.
J. Cole ends off the verse.
In Chicago. Good morning.
Hi, Miss Parker.
Bruh.
To state that he's the best rapper alive.
I'm the best rapper alive. I'm the best rapper alive. I'm the best rapper alive. I am the greatest rapper alive. Now go and ask the best rappers that died. They tell you he never lied. So damn great, motherfucker, I've died.
And I gotta agree with Benny. I do think he is talking to someone, and that someone, I feel like, is Kendrick Lamar. However, in my view, one of the most obvious and direct shots.
Damn, I wouldn't have thought about it. I never would have thought about that. I just thought he was going in. But woo.
Shots to date would come on J. Cole's track, The Secret Recipe.
Niggas fake, progressive, and woke. I started saying less. I had to stop it. Peeped how they profit off of racial stress.
It's no secret that the themes within Kendrick's music often reflects on racial tension and the struggle that comes with it. Drake more or less labeled Kendrick as a grifter in the past, and I feel like J. Cole is taking a similar stance.
Studio steppers moving extra on songs fake and rep.
The first line appears to be a reference to Kendrick's Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, where Cole calls him out for faking the funk when it comes to the message in his music.
Niggas making threats and I laugh. That's cause you ain't a threat. Don't ask how I feel about no rappers. Shit, they okay, I guess.
So again, J. Cole is not looking at any of these other rappers as a threat, but most importantly, he doesn't look at Kendrick as a threat.
Smoking on your top 5 tonight.
And now for the most damning piece of all, first-person shooter.
A lot of niggas debating my numero, not the 3, not the 2 on the UNO.
So right off rip, J. Cole makes it clear on Drake's...
At this point, I'm convinced, bro. Kendrick being the cut, chilling, living his life. All these niggas get to run around talking about they the best and take shots. Then Kendrick come like, fuck it. I'm going ahead and start a pot real quick. Nigga hop on the verse, fan everybody down, then go right back in the motherfucker cut. Like, I like that. I like that he do that. That shit be hard. And niggas just come shake up the motherfucker game and dip every goddamn time.
Own record that he's number one.
Numero UNO, me and Drizzy, this shit like the Super Bowl, man.
Now, when J. Cole refers to himself and Drake as being the Super Bowl, what two teams make it to the Super Bowl? The two best teams. By inserting himself and Drake as being the best, J. Cole is essentially omitting Kendrick from the equation entirely.
Like a kid that had bad from January to November, nigga, it's just you and Cole.
Again, Drake supports Cole's previous Super Bowl analogy by stating that it's just him and Cole in the running.
I'm naming the album to fall off, it's pretty ironic cause it ain't no fall off for me.
And now we get back to Kendrick's line on Count Me Out with his reference, nobody but the mirror looking for the fall off, and Cole makes it clear that there's no falling off for him.
Love when they argue the hardest MC. Is it K Dot, is it Aubrey or me?
Okay, so he mentions Kendrick and Drake, but
we the big three like we started the league, but right now I feel like Muhammad Ali.
So this is very much a backhanded compliment. He calls himself Muhammad Ali.
Falco, that's a fact. That's a fact. As long as it stay hip hop, bro, as long as they keep that shit on wax and in the studio, I love it.
Now, who's Muhammad Ali? Just think about that.
The Spider-Man meme is me looking at Drake.
Again, as they continue to remove Kendrick from the equation, they need to be prepared for what's to come. And I can almost guarantee that Kendrick will have some form of response to this record. Guaranteed.
Everybody steppers with fucking and everybody breakfast and I'm about to clear up my plate.
I mean, at this point, I don't think J. Cole can make it any more obvious who he's talking about. When it comes to his collaboration records with Drake, there's an ongoing theme in their music that people seem to overlook, and their track Evil Ways is another example of just that.
High up in arenas where they see they faves, aka me and Drizzy Drake, we the wave.
I love this question. Let me show you.
Okay, so first you're gonna find the Stitch Fix styling quiz to send you pieces.
Again, Cole is positioning himself and Drake as being the top two. So if you're Kendrick Lamar, how are you to perceive this when two of the artists that you've been up against since the beginning of your career are making these style of records? Then when we look at the reality of the situation, which is the fact that Kendrick does not like Drake, how do you expect him to respond? Like I said, I mean, I'll put my entire fucking YouTube channel on the line here. Like, Kendrick will have a response to these records.
I stay out of beef, see niggas DNA get rearranged.
J. Cole continues to bait Kendrick with the line, see dude's DNA get rearranged, which would be a reference to Kendrick's track DNA. We can't continue to just ignore this like it's not happening. I mean, there is many signs. However, J. Cole wasn't done and even had more subliminals for Kendrick on his recent release, Might Delete Later.
Niggas swear they compare, but the truth humble. They get fucked 112, you couldn't do numbers.
In the first line, Cole references how he's often compared with someone, and that someone would evidently be Kendrick, with the use of the word humble.
Oh, bitch, be humble. Sit down.
In the second line, Cole says you couldn't do numbers, which is in reference to Kendrick's last project, where many considered it to be a flop, given the fact that it was his lowest selling album in the last 10 years.
I'm the one that niggas fear on the low ski.
In the first line, J. Cole makes it clear that certain rappers are afraid of him on the low. This ties perfectly into what Joe Budden said about Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick talking shit to everybody in the world but a nigga named Jermaine.
Like we peers, but they grossly mistaken and it's blatant.
In the second line, Cole points out directly that people think he's friends with Kendrick, but that it's blatantly obvious this is not the case.
I'm not gonna fake, bro. I end up saying the same shit the other stream. Joe be right. Joe be dead ass right every fucking time.
The reality of the situation.
But shit, damn, J. Cole, boy, you fucked everything. Man, you fucked it up, Joe.
Is the two have not been seen in
the
same room together in 6-7 years. 0 collaborations have happened, 0 support for one another's projects, and they don't even follow each other on social media. And I don't know if they ever followed each other, but I'm pretty sure they did. And many people would argue that J. Cole made it clear in his 2021 interview with Kevin Durant that he valued his relationships with Drake and Kendrick.
I would, I don't want to be like, damn, we never kicked it, you know what I mean? Like, we never really even did nothing. So like, I'm at that point where it's like, I'm more interested in a genuine relationship.
Okay, so who does he have a relationship with today? Who's he making records with? Who's he taking pictures with? Who's he showing up on stage for? He's talking about Drake here, not Kendrick.
But dang, crazy thing is, he just showed up on that We Still Don't Trust You album with Metro and Future over there too. That's the weirdest part about it.
Back in 2020, J. Cole released somewhat of a roadmap/schedule for his music. Based on the trajectory of what we've seen, he appears to be following this to a T, so before we get the fall off, I believe we'll be getting something in the form of a mixtape or EP called It's a Boy. Regardless of the schedule, I think it's safe to assume that not only will J. Cole continue to strive for this #1 spot, but that he's willing to go to whatever lengths that is needed to get there. The situation with J. Cole is something very uncommon in hip-hop. J. Cole's name is already cemented in the history books. He's extremely rich. He's extremely successful. The common path that we've seen with most artists is that at some point, they lose the hunger that they once had. J. Cole is an anomaly in the sense that his music is only getting better. So you gotta ask...
Hold on, man. Hold on. So you gotta ask what?
Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole have... Before we get the fall off, music is only getting better. So you gotta ask yourself, what is fueling J. Cole right now? Well, the answer to me is very simple.
But in hip-hop, the gods come with their weapons. Enter J. Cole first. Enter J. Cole first.
And it's a chess game.
It's a chess game, exactly. It's a chess game.
And by the way, guys, when it comes to a company like Scentbird, for example, I'm trying to find a few key brands here for the channel.
I ain't gonna fake. I got a drawer full of fucking Scentbird little tubes and cases. Scentbird been shit. I've been subscribed to Scentbird for about fucking a year and some change, dog. My smell good game is off the charts. I smell like motherfucking Cash Money right now. I smell like give me a hug right now. For real, for real. I need to get me a old Scentbird sponsor, boy. I love to get sponsored by them folks, nigga. Send me about 500 damn tubes. It's good, smell good. Who don't like to smell good, honestly? Nah, I sound like a Scentbird ad. Damn. But for real, hey, that's the plug, dog. That is the plug. For the smell goods. It's one more video that I wanted to check out. Hold on. Kendrick. Oh. It. 4 weeks ago, 7 days ago. But yeah. Let's get updated. That
Guys,
video
girls notice your...
He dropped that video before I would assume before this shit popped off.
Again, it's literally the first thing they notice when they look at you. So you have to...
J. Cole dissed Kendrick Lamar and then apologized.
That shit disrupts my fucking peace.
I was dumbfounded. I could not believe what I was seeing. I couldn't believe it. Now, if this is J. Cole's choice, then so be it. He's a spiritual dude. If he wants to take the high road, then take the high road. But we can't sit back and just ignore the fact that for over a decade, this man has been rapping about how he would destroy any rapper that came at him. You know, how...
Dude on that same kind of time I'm on, bro.
He'd kill your favorite MC.
I put your favorite rapper neck in a noose, never letting them loose.
All these rappers are afraid of him.
I'm the one that niggas fear on the low ski. You niggas don't want smoke, no guts like that, switching we just smoke.
Nobody better not ever test him.
When I'm in LA, I'm the best in the West, you can test, I'm stress niggas out.
He's done it his whole fucking career. Like, I can make a 2-hour video of nonstop J. Cole bars where he's talking like this.
You want to shoot, then shoot, don't play with me. Hardest shit out the South since slavery, nigga.
Like, I eat, live, and breathe this shit, guys. I love this rap shit. It's been that way since I was 9 years old. These bars from J. Cole are not hitting anymore. They're just not. When we look at the groundwork that J. Cole has been laying in these recent years, it's extreme.
He sound like me. I caught hip-hop really young and shit. That's what I was talking about on a different stream. Like, shit, hip-hop always been one of my best friends. Yeah, if I ain't had nobody to talk to, I put no goddamn headphones on and just go.
Extremely clear that he did not think this fucking thing through. I don't even think he meant to do this. I think he was just in his hometown and got overwhelmed by the love in the building and the energy, and he just did this, and now he regrets it. The reason why we all started to sway in J. Cole's favor is not because he's a nice guy. It's not because he could have 10 cars and owns one, or because he rides a bike.
I know they gave it to him, bro. I know they had to give J. Cole all the smoke in Michelle with the money. Let's get it.
I got money, bitch. I got money, bitch. Fuck you mean? I got motherfucking money, nigga.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Michelle.
Hi, Miss Parker. We gonna let me fuck Miss Parker.
Uh-oh. Ooh.
It's because of the way he's been rapping, the things that he's been saying. That's what made us fall in love with J. Cole in these recent years. And by apologizing to Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole just erased all that hard work. And this will act just like the ghostwriter allegations for Drake in the sense that...
Hey, Maddie, what you said earlier, my sentiments exactly.
This is going to follow him forever. I've received thousands of comments about Drake and ghostwriting. Thousands. And it's going to be the same for J. Cole. Like, he is never, ever going to get away from this. He's just not. However, this apology will prove to be a massive mistake because you can best believe that the MC in Kendrick Lamar has been ignited. If you think Kendrick is gonna roll over and just let this thing slide after that man took shots at his entire career, his entire catalog, you're fucking bugging. He's coming. This is what a golden opportunity looks like for Kendrick to come in.
I got money, bitch.
Hey.
Fuck you mean? I got motherfucking money, nigga.
Michelle Bryant, Rose, Catering showed love $1.99 through Super Chat.
Run that back.
I got money, bitch. I got money, bitch. Fuck you mean? I got motherfucking money, nigga.
That's hard.
Michelle Bryant, Rose, Caked Up and Catering showed love $1.99 through Super Chat.
Y'all tap in.
And finally separate himself from those two.
Yeah.
This is how it's done. I'm really about this shit. Kendrick will seize the opportunity to double down, and he will likely release something in the next few days. It's not going to be light, it's not going to be friendly, and while he will have plenty of bars for J. Cole, I feel his next release will be far more personal towards Drake. I think Kendrick is finally going to come for Drake's fucking head. The clock is really ticking for Drake. It's his turn to move the chess piece, and if he doesn't put something out in the next few days, Kendrick is going to have a whole other scheme to play here, which will act as a back-to-back moment. I think Kendrick's going to use Drake's own angle against him, and he'll probably even reference back-to-back while he doesn't. Now, I've been seeing people count Drake edit this thing entirely, and anyone with this take is making a major, major mistake. Look, if you're a fan of battle rap at all, you already know when it comes to this part of the genre, battling, it's not all about how many syllables or double entendres that you can jam into your rhyme scheme. Is that a world tour or your girls tour? Really simple, right? I mean, it's literally a one-syllable piece-up, but very effective. He used little lines like that to destroy Meek Mill. Trigger.
That's why I was trying to explain to people about Drake. Of course, Kendrick is gonna wrap circles around every damn body. As far as when it comes to just rapping and putting words together. But Drake is an entertainer. And he know what to say to get the people going, bro. He know exactly what to say that's gonna hit with people. You know what I mean? All that rap shit be impressive as hell. It'd be like, damn, that's cool. That nigga said da 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 da. That nigga said da da da. But Drake is gonna say some shit, dog, that's gonna have everybody clowning you. You know what I'm saying? Like, every time.
Fingers turn to Twitter fingers. Very simple. Two-syllable piece up, but simple, but effective. Drake is really good at doing shit like that. He's very, very witty. People seem to forget that Drake is
extremely witty.
Is a massive battle rap fan. The man studies battle rap. He's the only battle-tested artist.
Oh, we going for it. We grinding for it, Michelle.
Of the three, he's been sparring with people for his whole career. Drake has literally been battling with people before
Calvo, you still in the bush? What Calvo at, man? You still in the bush? You see what's going on?
is even signed. If you're going to sit there and count Drake out entirely, like he has zero chance, that just tells me that you really haven't been paying attention, and it's obvious that you really don't know what the fuck you're talking about, because he definitely does have a chance, and you can feel free to come back to this video. Now, back to J. Cole. At this point, he lost. Even if Kendrick doesn't respond, he lost. Even if 10 years down the road, he wants to go at Kendrick, he can't do it. He lost. J. Cole seemed to think that showcasing that he can out-rap someone on a feature is a form of clocking a W, and while I would agree that it is, out-rapping people like Lil Yachty is not really a flex. We all love the energy he was coming with. He was setting himself up beautifully to take the crown, and then completely self-sabotage.
Let's get it.
Somebody need a ghostwriter?
Somebody need a motherfucking ghostwriter. Let's go. Okay. I'll just make it show. Bro was on deck.
At this point, J. Cole needs
to what it do. Good morning. Hey.
He's the pretty much
hold up.
And then completely self-sabotaged. At this point, J. Cole needs to pretty much reinvent himself, because the shit he's been talking for over a decade,
money,
the angles...
I got money, bitch!
Hey!
Fuck you mean? I got motherfucking
Mike Will,
money,
what it do?
Michelle Bryant, Rose, Caked Up and Catering showed love $4.99 through Super Chat. Blessings for the 30K subs, Cartwheel, $5 challenge, praying gesture.
We finna grind the hell out that 30K. I wanna pop this channel off again, man. We've been moving and grooving on this damn channel. Real for real. I wanna lock in to get all the way there. As soon as we hit that 30K, I'm going for a YouTube plaque. I want a YouTube plaque. Bad ass shit. I always said that I want me one of the motherfucking YouTube plaques in my office. That's the only thing that's missing. But we finna grind it out.
That he's been using in his music is not believable anymore.
Drake ain't fucking with Kendrick. What was some of this music though? Hey, yeah, I can't argue with you.
Personally, I do not want to hear any more GOAT talk, any more I'll kill your favorite rapper talk, any more don't test me talk. Stop it. And I love the EP. I must have played J. Cole's new EP 100 times. That's what this video was supposed to be about. I was going to take that EP and break down all the disses in it. But now today it's like, I don't even want to talk about it. Like, to me, it's not even worth talking about. It's over. It's a wrap.
The guy did a good job.
He did.
He did a good job with that.
It came across my feed.
Good to see it edited correctly.
Yeah, what's the dirt?
Bitch, I'm about to blow up.
Damn. Yeah, he ain't even rocking with that man no more. Hold on.
8 sleep pod cover.
Yeah, he done cut
It's a liquid cooled
Drake
mattress topper
off.
that's
Not
clinically
Drake,
proven
he
to
done
give
cut
you
Drake
better
off.
sleep. So let me tell you why I love it so much.
Hey.
The good old sneak diss has become synonymous in hip-hop.
Hey, Maddie! Matter of fact, let me share this stream. Let me share it on the Uncut community.
I got money, bitch. I got money, bitch.
Hey.
Fuck you mean? I got motherfucking money, nigga.
Madeline Johnson showed love $5 through Super Chat. Let's go.
Let's go! Let me show y'all some appreciation. Can we please? That's a little bit. I ain't gonna get carried away with it. Hey. Run that shit back one more time, cuz. It hitting today, ain't it? That joke hitting today, man. All right.
Damn! Miss Parker finer than a motherfucker. Hi, Miss Parker. We gonna let me fuck, Miss Parker.
What'd you say, honey?
Huh? Nothing.
Let's hear some niggas get dissed.
Rather than call your opponent out directly, do it in a slick way to get your message across. MCs like Jay-Z truly mastered the art of doing this, and he would influence upcoming rappers like Drake. And that's what this video is about. We're going to take 10 sneak disses from Drake, and we're going to break them down. Track 1, Do Not Disturb.
You overnight celebrity, you one day star. Swear I told you that I'm in this bitch for eternity.
In this one, Drake takes a shot at fellow Toronto artist Tory Lanez, and for such few words, there's a lot packed into this. Drake starts out by calling Tory an overnight celebrity, alluding to the fact that Tory's career was really just getting started. He then calls Tory a one-day star, and not only is Tory's government name Daystar Peterson, but he also had a track called One Day. Drake then puts great emphasis on the words, I told you, which was the name of Tory's debut album. Now, the reason why Drake dissed him in the first place was all brought on by Tory himself.
I was just finna say, damn, why Drake fired Tory up like that? Why he fired up Tory? All right, cool.
Tory spent a good portion of his career begging for Drake's attention, and when he didn't get it, he started dissing. Now, there's a good chance that Drake never expected Tory's career to get as big as it did, and he certainly didn't want to shine any sort of light on his career, so he went with a subliminal shot instead. Track 2, No Lie.
Oh, it look like what's her name? Chances are it is what's her name.
In this one, Drake had a subliminal shot for none other than Rihanna. Right off rip, Drake makes reference to their collaborative track, What's My Name? He continues on to say that she was basically a hit.
Oh my God, I never knew who he was talking about. And that makes so much sense. as soon as he pulled the song in the highlight of the title, my mind went, cause that make a lot of goddamn sense now. I just thought he was rapping. Oh, that look like everybody know that line. Everybody know that line. Dang. I hate how they lied on Tory. Now he doing all that. Boy, that Tory doing some time, ain't he, Pink? Look, my nigga Tory, he doing time. Like, dang. But that line, oh my God, I just had one of them. This is exactly why I clicked this video. Cause I like to think I be having a good handle on a lot of this shit, but sometimes it be surprised me when they piece it together and make the lines make sense. Cause some of them shits I be thinking them niggas just be rapping for real. But hold on.
Like, what's the name? Chances are it is, what's the name?
Hey, Blazer, I was on that Fortnite yesterday, boy. Blazer, what it do, bro? My brother Blaze in the building.
This one, Drake had a subliminal shot for none other than Rihanna. Right off rip, Drake makes reference to their collaborative track, What's My Name? He continues on to say that she was basically a hit and run, fucking Chuck type of girl.
Damn, Drake cold-blooded, man. Why he keep firing Rihanna up, bro? He must want her back bad. Like, he must feel away about that. He was firing Rihanna up on the last album. That's crazy.
She was acting up, then I fucked her once and never fucked again.
Drake then makes the reference that he doesn't really care about the quality of her star power, and that in his eyes, she's just a regular chick. He gets this across by pointing out that even though she has Grammys, which she had 5 at the time, he wasn't really that impressed.
She could have a Grammy, I still treat her ass like a nominee.
He ends off the line by saying that fucking her one time was more than enough for him.
Just need to know what that pussy like, so one time is fine with me.
Which is a huge crock of shit, because Drake is still to this day making records about Rihanna.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Yeah, bro on this shit. He still to this day goddamn on Riri head.
Like a decade later. Track 3, Six God.
You was popping back when I should what? You changed. Goddamn, you changed.
In this one, Drake takes a shot at Southern OG, Ludacris. Drake's tension with Luda goes way back to 2009, when Drake claimed that Ludacris was stealing flows. On Six God, Drake alludes to the fact that Ludacris has fallen off and hasn't been seen much since his feature on Usher's big track, Yeah. Track 4.
I was wondering why Drake was hollering like that or using his voice like that on that song, but now it makes sense. If he was mocking Ludacris, that makes sense for him to use his voice that way. I always thought he sounded funny on that song, but it was just like, all right, whatever. But now it makes sense. He was mocking you. He was mocking the shit out of Luda.
I'm on one.
I'm just feeling like the throne is for the taking. Watch me take it.
Back in 2011, Kanye and Jay-Z announced that they were doing a joint album called Watch the Throne. Drake seemed to believe that they stole that idea, as there were plans made for a joint Drake and Lil Wayne project.
No, we still got to do that album.
Yes, you still got to do that
Some
album.
other guys are coming out with the album too. There's 2 other guys that are coming out with together. 2 other rappers that are coming out with an album together. I don't know where they got that idea, but...
Look, Drake, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, bro, but you weren't the first person to come up with the idea of a fucking joint album. This has been a concept...
Hey, Blaze, you got a point. Man, cut my dog some slack. You got a point though, Blaze. I can't argue what you're saying, brother. Drake has always faced a lot of controversy from dipping in other cultures. That was on his head about the Afro beats. That was on his head about fucking every damn thing, bro. Like, yeah, you got a point. You got a point. Yeah.
In music.
But they did still, Jay-Z and Kanye did steal that Watch the Throne shit from him and Wayne, though. Him and Wayne were definitely supposed to drop that motherfucking Day album, and then Jay-Z and Kanye came out of nowhere with Watch the Throne. So, hey. Or either they had been working on it, and they just dropped their shit first. Who fucking know?
For a really long time now. In the line, Drake sends a shot at Jay-Z and Kanye to state that the throne is his for the taking and that he's coming for the #1 spot. I respect it because he did what he said he was going to do. I mean, in my opinion, at one point, Drake did take the throne. He did have it. Track 5, Club Paradise.
Couple artists got words for me, that's never fun. They say it's on when they see me that they don't ever come.
This line is directed at Philly legend Beanie Siegel. Beanie felt like Jay-Z was sending shots on Drake's record Light Me Up and threatened to slap Drake when he saw him.
On Drake and them records, and I'm gonna tell y'all little fucking something. Y'all keep letting that nigga get on y'all records and pop shit, I'm gonna start coming at y'all little niggas. Smack the shit out of Drake, bitch ass. All y'all niggas.
In the line, Drake states that most of these rappers are full of shit. They talk a big game, but they have more bark than bite.
I'm never scared, they never real, I never run. When all is said and done, more is always said and done.
Drake claims that he's not afraid of Beanie's threats and claims that Beanie is just talking and really won't do shit. I mean, if there's one rapper who's gonna, if he's got the opportunity to slap the shit out of you and he's gonna do it, it'd be Beanie Siegel. Track 6, Draft Day.
Just hits, no misses, that's for the married folks.
In this one, Drake takes a shot at Jay-Z. At the time, Drake had some disrespectful comments about Hov in a Rolling Stone interview. It's like Hov can't drop bars these days without at least 4 art references. I'd love to collect art at some point, but I think the whole rap art world thing is getting kind of corny. And it was due to those remarks that Jay-Z dropped a freestyle dissing Drake.
Sorry, Mr. Drizzy, for so much y'all talk. Silly me rapping about shit that I really bought.
So I don't know if you caught that, but he calls him Mrs. Drizzy. And that's what Drake alluded to on Draft Day when he says, just hits, no misses, that's for the married folk. At the time, Hov was getting a lot of mixed reviews on his Magna Carta album, where a lot of people didn't like it. After that album, many people were saying that it was time for Jay-Z to retire, and Drake makes it clear that he doesn't have any issues making hits. This is honestly the coolest thing that I've received on this channel. Exter sent me for a couple weeks, bulky while by the field, the spring loaded easy. Now the card holder aside, for more has the RFID protection.
My boy getting that sponsorship, man. I gotta get back in the flow so I can get back and give me some new sponsorships too. ILGM trying to send me beans, but I don't want to grow those. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that right. Yeah, I might. I don't know. I might end up giving ILGM a shot.
% off Exter wallets by using my code What's the Dirt. Links to Exter will be in the description of this video. And thanks to Exter again for sponsoring my channel. Track 7, 6 p.m. in New York.
It's so childish calling my name on a world stage. You need to act your age and not your girl's age.
This line is directed at Tyga and his relationship with his much younger girlfriend, Kylie Jenner. In a Vibe magazine, Tyga took shots at Drake saying, I don't really get along with Drake. I don't like Drake as a person. He's just fake to me. And this will be what Drake meant when he said, calling my name on the world stage. Track 8, Summer 16.
All you boys in the new Toronto wanna be
Hey, my nigga top.
This line is another shot at Tory Lanez, who had released a mixtape called The New Toronto. Tory would then remix Drake's song Controlla, and in terms of creating a really dope Caribbean-style song, he did a far better job with this beat than Drake. And Drake seemingly wasn't impressed with Tory's use of the beat, and while performing Summer 16 at a live show, he changed the lyrics to that line to make it even more obvious. So instead of going, all you boys in the new Toronto, he switches it to, all you boys doing fake Controlla. Track 9, Can't Have Everything.
Finally got my mind in a free state. Niggas try to serve me up a cheesesteak. I gave him back a clean plate.
Long after Drake put Meek in his place with Back to Back, the subliminal shots continued, and on this track, he dishes out another one. He starts out the line by saying that he's finally got his mind in a free state, which is a reference to Meek's state of Philadelphia, which was the first state to pass a law that abolished slavery. Nice. He then mentions how dudes tried to serve him up a cheesesteak, which is obviously a well-known Philadelphia sandwich. He ends off the line to say that he gave him back a clean plate, alluding to how he ate Meek alive when it came to this beef. Y'all dudes is arrogant. Y'all stay at the Sheridan. Oh, that shit's embarrassing. Drake fucking smoked that record. Track 10, Used To.
Real quick, man, you couldn't have hated that. Let's be real, nigga, you couldn't have made it that. Woo.
This line is a shot for none other than P. Diddy. Diddy was pissed off over the 0 to 100 beat and claimed that he had it first and that Drake stole it. The whole thing allegedly even sparked a scuffle between the two outside of a nightclub in Miami. Drake starts off the line by saying real quick, which is a reference to the 0 to 100 track.
We go 0 to 100, nigga, real quick.
Drake goes on to say you couldn't have hated that, alluding to how he took the beat and made it a banger. He ends off the line to say, let's be real, you couldn't have made it that, alluding to how if P. Diddy had the beat, it would have basically went to waste as there's no way he could have made an anthem like Drake did. And look, I know there's a lot more subliminals to cover, but we already did the Kendrick video with all those disses. Then there's the Pusha shit, like which tons of good subliminals, but again, so many people have covered that on YouTube. I don't think I'm going to do it because I like to try and find topics that are less common. Like in this case, I feel like a lot of these subliminals I just showed you guys are less common ones than what's on YouTube.
The guy did a good job.
He did.
He did a good job with that.
It came across my feed.
Edit. Good to see it edited correctly.
Yeah, what's the dirt?
Bitch, I'm about to blow up.
Let's catch us one more, man. Salute to What's the Dirt. Bro got that fire here. I can't fake. Let's catch us one more, though. Then I got to go tend to the plants. That was my alarm that just went off. Time for me to go be a plant dad. But, oh, man. Oh, yeah. Let's hit this one. Air this on for all the dogs. Let's get it.
Watch sports with live TV.
That's
like
Drake's last album.
cable with YouTube TV. Try it free. Terms apply. Cancel anytime.
Alright guys, let's just call it for what it is. Drake's new album, For All the Dogs, is full of very obvious disses, as well as a number of subliminal, but we can read between the lines type of disses. And by the way, man, I'm not going to make a dime off this video. I'm using all the copyrighted music, so just do me a favor and like the video and subscribe to the channel. Track 1, Virginia Beach. Now, when this track list dropped for this project, everyone speculated that this would be a Pusha T diss, because Pusha is from Virginia Beach. But the fans were way off on this one. There are no mentions of Pusha T, but there is a subliminal shot at Rihanna.
Drawing conclusions like you got a Parsons degree or something. I could have treated you better. That's crazy.
So Drake takes multiple shots at Rihanna on this album, and this just feeds into what he says on the upcoming tracks. But nonetheless, definitely a shot at Rihanna, as she did receive an honorary degree from Parsons School of Design.
Parsons, thank you so much. Thank you.
On the next track, titled Amen, Drake sends a few bullets at Ashton Kutcher.
Same neighborhood where Ashton Kutcher live. I'm just doing what that punk should have did.
Firstly, the more obvious part. They both live in Beverly Hills, so I am not disputing that they live in the same neighborhood, but Ashton Kutcher has caught a lot of backlash recently for defending Danny Masterson when he was convicted of multiple rapes.
That 70s show star who was found guilty on 2 counts of forcible rape.
We are aware of the pain that has been caused by the character letters that we wrote on behalf of Danny Masterson.
So Drake uses Kutcher's old TV show Punk'd as a clever play on words to call him out. Interestingly enough, Drake was on that show back in 2012.
Yo, that shit is no joke.
Fear of Heights is the track that got the internet going crazy because Drake is taking very obvious shots at Rihanna, A$AP Rocky, and Pusha T. It's no secret that Drake's been obsessed with Rihanna for years. They dated back in the day, but the chick has clearly moved on at this point, and he clearly hasn't.
Why they make it sound like I'm still hung up on you? That could never be.
When he says people think I'm hung up on you, that could never be, this could potentially be a reference to the whole Beyonce Beehive thing, where Rihanna gets compared to Beyonce often. Drake's basically saying you'll never be that great.
Damn. Better it's not me. I'm anti.
Again, more obvious shots at Rihanna, because when he repeats the word anti, he's referring to Rihanna's album Anti. Also important to note,
New respect unlocked. Drake get busy with it, bro. Drake get busy. But that's why I say with Drake, he does a really, 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 really good job of making it come off effortless and making it come off like he's not as cerebral as he is when it comes to him crafting his bars. Like, Drake be digging. He get deep with it. But if you just listen to it for the surface value shit, that shit be cool. It be cool. It bop. Then you get to digging through the motherfucking bars and hear a whole different song. He definitely one of them artists. I don't know if, you know what I'm saying? That's why I think he get my respect for him, but it all get questioned when motherfuckers get to talking that ghostwriting shit. But me personally, ghostwriter or not, like when they get to breaking down them diss records, I know that's all Drake in the dissing. I know it's all Drake with the dissing. Now them little hit pop songs, like them little songs where he catch a quick little #1, I definitely think he be getting help and getting the sauce from somebody else to get them quick hits and quick #1. But when it's time for the motherfucking smoke shit, you gotta deal with that light skinned nigga, bro. You gotta deal with him, and he ain't no hoe.
Drake gave her the work single from that album on a silver platter. that was an OVO record that he gave to her, and it went on to be one of her biggest hits. Party Next Door actually wrote the song. Drake is claiming that A$AP Rocky's not going anywhere. He's got 2 kids with Rihanna, and she is the clear breadwinner in this relationship.
That man, he's still with you. He can't leave you.
Drake even assumes that Rihanna is booking all the vacations and that they probably end up in the Caribbean every time because Rihanna's from Barbados.
Y'all go on vacation, I bet it's Antigua.
Imagine being that rich and that famous to the point where you could have any woman in the world except for this one. She don't want him, and it clearly bothers him. You know, he's not used to hearing the word no. But at this point, he was done with Rihanna, and he was on to poking the bear again, Pusha T.
Virginia, I pull up and chill. You know you can't come on stage.
This one acts as a double entendre because Virginia Williams is Pusha T's wife. Drake is basically saying, come kick it with me. You've never seen this type of living before. And then on the other side of the coin is the fact that Pusha T is from Virginia Beach, where Drake is saying, I come to your city all the time and it's chill. I'm fully embraced with no problems, but you can't come to Toronto. And Drake is being really bold with this move because you need to remember the thing that set Pusha off years earlier
was a face shot. Yeah, that was a face shot right there. I like that one.
When Drake mentioned his wife's name.
I told you keep playing with my name and I'ma let it ring on you like Virginia Williams.
I don't want you actually saying my wife's name. I don't. Somebody might misconstrue that with you actually knowing her or something like that. I'm not with that. We're not going to play with that.
Again, it's like the Rihanna shit where, you know, this Pusha T shit is just a black cloud hanging over Drake's head. He can't accept that he took this L. He never takes L's, and it bothers him, clearly. Next up.
I get it. Fuck it. I'd be the same, man. Yeah, some shit you just can't let go. Fuck it. That motherfucker gonna get stepped down to my feet stop working. Goddamn it, that's how it is. Fuck it.
On the track titled Daylight, Drake appears to speak on the XXXTentacion murder allegations, where there's an ongoing conspiracy that Drake paid for him to be knocked off.
I wasn't there when they caught the body. TPS think that I bought the body. Internet swear that I bought the body. Take more than that to go pop somebody.
Drake claims that even Toronto police were thinking that he bought the body, but that it would take a lot more than what X said to warrant that type of outcome.
Let's go help people customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
I don't want to believe Drake had nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? But we'll just leave it at that. I don't want to believe Drake had nothing to do with that. Crazy thing is, Rick Ross over there playing with his mama now. I mean, and if history end up repeating itself and Rick Ross' ass end up missing, then we all know what Drake's soft spot is. Don't play with this motherfucking mama, cuz that's exactly what X did. X just kept trolling, and disrespecting the hell out of that man mama. He was disrespecting that man mom, dude. And Drake ended up telling his mama the same thing he just told her about Rick Ross then. Don't worry about it, we'll take care of it. You know, at the end of it, his last sentence was to his mom, don't worry about it, we'll take care of it. And something struck me about that. Like he said, he done said that to her before. Type shit. And nah, I ain't gonna sit here and play police and motherfucking trap Lord Ross and try to put bodies on niggas that ain't claiming them. But, yeah, that's exactly what that boy did. And Drake ain't do he ain't do too much rapping about that shit. He damn sure said something gonna get done about it though. But damn. R.I.P. X, man. R.I.P. X. I don't want to believe that shit got nothing to do with each other though. I don't want to believe Drake goddamn did nothing about that. But I ain't gonna fake. After that man died, boy, Drake started goddamn acting like he was the biggest goddamn gangster. That nigga started playing big gangster for a minute. Started talking a whole lot of mob shit. Drake did go big gangster for a little bit with that mob shit. So, hey, nigga, shit. You know what? Let me shut the fuck up if I figure something out that I don't even supposed to know.
To me, the beef wasn't that deep. First person shooter with J. Cole, one of my favorites on the album. Drake is pulling out the proverbial blicky and aiming it at Kanye's head.
Man, if your pub was up for sale, I buy the whole thing.
Back in 2022,
something about when Drake go in. Hey, the Drake and Kanye shit, I love when they be at it. I love when Drake and Kanye be at it, boy. You pretty much guaranteed some fire. Cause Kanye gonna step every time. Kanye gonna drop a whole app, like you gonna have to fucking go through hula hoops to find it and get it and listen to it. It's gonna be hard as hell to get your hands on it, but every time him and Drake get at it, boy, Kanye have to let Drake know, boy, you ain't Kanye, nigga. He do it every fucking time. I love it too. But Drake be coming with his shit too. Drake be stepping too. I think they make good music when they are odds with each other.
Was claiming that Sony was trying to sell his publishing behind his back. Just like Taylor Swift, my
right, Miss B.
Publishing is being put up for sale without my knowledge, not for sale. He also posted a DM where he's asking someone to find out who's trying to sell his publishing. And that line could be about a lot of different rappers. It might not be about Kanye. I included it anyway. It's kind of, could be, you never know. Next, we got the song that my girl has been playing nonstop, Bahamas Promises. On this one, Drake seems heartbroken over this woman by the name of Haley Karina.
Haley, broken pinky promises, you fucked up our Bahamas trip.
He continues to talk about her more throughout the record, but this woman in particular was spotted with Drake on multiple occasions. I even found an image of her in the Bahamas and him in the Bahamas at the exact same time. In any case, something clearly has gone wrong between the two, as neither one of them are following each other on Instagram anymore.
Yeah,
Distant Drake is really
why they keep
living
hurting my
his
nigga feelings, man?
best
They
life.
keep hurting my dog feelings, bro. And Drake, boy, you better stop loving him, man. Stop loving so hard all the time, Drake. Damn, my nigga stay getting a little feeling hurt.
Next up on the track titled Drew a Picasso, he appears to be making a reference to Kim Kardashian.
I'm the one that you was wishing for when you was married. That tale wasn't much of a fairy.
This is likely a very subtle shot at Kanye's failed marriage, and of course,
I think Drake and skint Kim, man. I think Drake hit one time. He be teasing and joking about it too much, bro. Like, he done made too many innuendo. Shit. I think he done hit more than one of them Kardashians, nigga. Like, I think he done hit them about two of them. Kim and Chris, goddamn. Kim and Chloe, like, he done hit a couple of them Kardashians, dog. He be trying to tell it, but he don't never all the way tell it.
Drake's been planting the seed that he's piped down Kim for many years now. Next up on the song titled All the Parties, Drake gets to mentioning Rihanna again, suggesting that the matching shark tattoo that they have together is something that he needs to remove.
Guess it's time for me to cover the shark.
What does he mean, I guess I should get it removed? Like, no, you definitely should get it removed. She's married. She has 2 kids now. And she got her tattoo removed like 4 years ago. I'm not an artist, but I'll get rid of that shit for you. Give me the gun.
Damn, bro. These niggas have matching tattoos. And Drake's still looking at that motherfucker.
Again, suggesting that the matching shark tattoo that they have together is something that he needs to remove.
Guess it's time for me to cover the shark.
What does he mean, I guess I should get it removed? Like, no, you definitely should get it removed. She's married. She has 2 kids now. And she got her tattoo removed like 4 years ago. I'm not an artist, but I'll get rid of that shit for you. Give me the gun. Now, 8 a.m. in Charlotte is full of subliminal shots from Drake, starting with NBA YoungBoy, who once owed $10 million in taxes to the IRS.
You young boys take some of that money and set it aside. Not having enough to pay your taxes is a federal crime.
Next, he seemingly takes shots at Charlamagne the God. Charlamagne was diagnosed with obsessive Drake disorder over a decade ago, and the symptoms have yet to subside.
You obsessed with me and it's not on no hetero vibe.
He got what? That's a legit disorder?
$10 million in taxes to the IRS.
You young boys take some of that money and set it aside. Not having enough to pay your taxes is a federal crime.
Next, he seemingly takes shots at Charlamagne the God. Charlamagne was diagnosed with obsessive Drake disorder over a decade ago, and the symptoms have yet to subside.
You get the fuck out of here. And it's not on no hetero. Okay. Get the fuck out of here. I thought these niggas were talking about like a real mental diagnosis. Like, it's people out here who are more prone to be more obsessive than others. Cause I be feeling like that. I be feeling like it's just some niggas out here who can't let shit go, and it gotta be a mental condition. You know what I'm saying? I thought this nigga was talking about some serious shit. He talking about a fucking obsessive Drake. Okay.
However, Drake still has it out for Kanye.
Handle beef so quiet, you think that I'm letting it slide. Next thing you know, we tiptoeing past enemy lines.
A lot of people thought that these guys squashed things when they performed at the Larry Hoover concert, but Drake has made it clear time and time again that this is not the case.
I'll probably hold a grudge against you guys till I'm 75.
Drake's never gonna bury the hatchet, ever. The next set of lines, in my
Drake said, I'll never fuck with you, bitch. Hell nah, that nigga said he holding grudges till he's 75. I'm with it, man.
opinion is very clearly a shot at Kanye.
You forced a lot of fake love when real ones stood in your face. That's why you got deserted by your like put it in cake.
Do you guys remember when Kanye was hanging out with like that neo-Nazi Nick Fuentes and he was pandering
Baby Shark, do. Hell no, not Baby Shark.
to Trump and he was...
Oh God, we finna start calling Drake Baby Shark. That's that nigga new nickname, cuz. We call Drake Baby Shark from now on, cuz. Drizzy aka Baby Shark, nigga.
Hanging out with Alex Jones and like all these weirdos. He was trying so hard to impress.
These motherfucker rap niggas don't know how to diss right. You can tell they don't be doing their homework. I been done watched out, man, cuz. If I get into it with one of these rap niggas, I would have so much shit to say. It's so much motherfucking content on these niggas. But damn.
Press these clowns when his day one friends like Kid Cudi and Big Sean, he lost those friendships with those guys, and with that, his record label Good Music also went down the toilet. So that's what Drake is talking about here. Next is the one thing that Drake continues to dangle over Kanye's head, this big secret that he has against him.
I got you on camera bowing down, but the footage is safe.
I got you on camera bowing down. I'm not even gonna say what I think he's talking about, but if that's what it is, that's fucked. This is something that Drake has been talking about for years now. Even when that Pusha T shit first went down, Drake apparently had this lethal career-ending diss record, and Jay Prince stopped him from releasing it because he said it was just too far.
You know, my reasons for pulling the plug and having that conversation with him to pull the plug was simply because it crossed the line of music.
Even in 2018, Drake had some bars about this alleged secret.
I know so much shit that I cannot expose. I keep it inside and I laugh on my own.
Moving on to his track Another Late Night, Drake was not done with the not-so-subliminal ASAP Rocky shots.
I ain't pretty flacco, get really rocky.
Drake is basically insinuating that Rocky is soft and that Drake is a certified general. Drake used to be friends with him back in the day, but then the whole Rihanna
Why
thing...
use that picture? I ain't gonna lie, whoever edited this video ain't shit for using that picture. Hold on, look though, you gotta catch the visuals.
The not-so-subliminal ASAP Rocky shots.
I ain't pretty flacco, get really rocky.
Drake is basically insinuating that Rocky is soft and that Drake is a certified general. Drake used to be friends with him back in the day.
That school picture ain't shit, boy. Whoever put that school picture of Drake in there, boy, you...
Then the whole Rihanna thing kind of muddied the waters, and I'm pretty sure that kind of ended their friendship. Next up, we got Away From Home, which is my favorite song on the album by Landslide. It's really giving some good classic Drake vibes, but Drake chooses to take some shots at designer Michael Raphael.
I remember Mike designer out and he suited guys and he ducking into now. I remember.
Michael pretty much designed everything for the OVO brand back in the day, like the owl and all that stuff, and he was also Drake's stylist back in 2013, but alleged that Drake stopped making payments and owed him nearly $80,000. Drake then reminds Dr. Dre of the big mistake that he made of not signing him.
Dr. Dre sent it home, that took patience. 4 Grammys to my name, 100 nominations.
A 19-year-old Drake met with Dr. Dre back in the day, and Dre sent him home with no deal. However, Drake wasn't done with the West Coast yet, as he had a message for Kendrick.
Who give a Michelle Obama put you on the playlist, then we never hear from you again like it was taken.
This is a very clear shot at Kendrick. Keep in mind, we heard Kendrick's leaked Element verse very recently, where he had some choice words for Drake.
Drake and Mill beef might got you gassed up, but now I'm a whole nother beast. I really fuck you up.
Drake's Michelle Obama reference made it even more obvious as she featured Kendrick on her Spotify playlist, which Drake was left out. But Drake is basically calling out Kendrick for barely dropping any music, and this more or less echoes what Drake said during a concert just a few months back.
I don't know about these guys that go away 3, 4, 5 years, want to chill out, all that shit. That's not me.
And look, the album's been only out for 2 days, so give me a break. I'm sure I missed a bunch, but let me know in the comment section. Those are the ones that I found. Anyways, shout out to Drake. I thought the project was pretty mid myself, but there's a few standout tracks on there I like, but mostly...
I really want to watch another one. I'm going to see if we got a short jump. Every diss from the Kanye Vultures album. Let's go!
Make group payments a breeze.
This is the last one for real.
Create a Venmo group.
This is the last one for real.
Watch the NBA playoffs live on a variety of networks.
Alright guys, so Kanye
This motherfucking video is fire, bro.
West just dropped his Vultures project with Ty Dolla, and the album is full of very obvious disses, along with some we can read between the lines type of disses. Now, you guys really seem to like it when I take a new album and break down all these little references for you, So I decided to do the same with this album. And as you guys know, Kanye had a bunch of stuff to talk about for this project, and he's coming in pretty unfiltered. Track 1, Stars. So right off rip, Kanye comes in with a line that got a lot of people bent out of shape, where he has a reference to Jewish people.
Keep a futures on the staff now. I cash out.
So people like Anthony Fantano got super bent out of shape when they heard this line.
Futures on the staff now.
Okay, so pause. And literally out of the gate, I'm being hit with, I'm gonna come through and just black out, keep a few Jews on the staff now.
I don't get how that's anti-Semitic though. Like, to me, this is just him empowering his people. Like, they can work for us too. We can start our own corporations. We can do it on our own. This is the way I'm seeing this line. I don't see it as anti-Semitic at all.
We finna go where the stars at, and beyond that, this that rip up the contract. But go ahead.
So again, he's just empowering his own fucking people. Like, we're ripping up the contracts, we're going to the stars. We can do this shit on our own. That's what people don't like about Kanye.
Right.
He goes against the status quo. He goes against the grain, and people don't like it. Track 2, Keys to My Life. So the first verse in its entirety is about Kim Kardashian.
Slow down, you on your way to an overdose. Plus these texts getting way too emotional, way too much time alone.
Kanye talks about how they both spent so much time working and how they spent a lot of time apart because of it.
Look at what I stumbled on. Another nigga chilling on your couch with pajamas on.
This line is very likely a reference to Kim's relationship with Pete Davidson, where Kim posted photos online of them wearing matching pajamas. Pete Davidson's roster of women is fucking stacked. I don't know how he does it. Like, the dude's batting out of his league all the time, and his relationships only last like a month, but he gets in there. He gets in the mix for a little bit.
Thought I was the only one. How dare you have a nigga in your house eating Papa John's?
So again, a reference to Pete Davidson, but I also found this interesting tweet from Papa John's where they posted, "Buy her pizza or Pete Davidson will." Fuck Papa John. Fuck you, Papa John's.
Dang,
Ever since I
Papa
lost my mom,
John.
you was like my foster mom. Homie like your only son.
Wait, Papa John's on bullshit too?
When Kanye lost his mother, Kim somewhat filled that void of just being another woman that he could confide in and trust. So that entire first verse is about, you know, his disbelief and how this relationship fell apart, and it seems like at some point down the line, she broke the trust.
How it sound when you got Yeezy over Timbo?
In the second verse, we get a quick shout out for Timbaland, who produced the beat.
Now I can't just take it on the chin like Jay Leno.
So yes, Jay Leno is definitely known for his large chin, but after 20 plus years, his show was canceled by NBC. And who are the executives of NBC? I'm not even gonna answer it. You guys are gonna have to figure it out.
I ever tell you what they said to me? I said, I'm number one. You know what they said? We want what's above number one.
No.
Yes, yes.
So Kanye is basically saying he's not going to be canceled so easily. He's not going to take it on the chin like Jay Leno did. Track 5, Back to Me. On this one, Kanye has a subliminal shot for none other than Drake.
I put nerds on the map. Now this circle in your bitch.
Kanye has referred to Drake as a nerd in the past. Back in 2021, Drake had dissed Kanye on a trippy red track called Betrayed.
45, 44, let it go. They ain't changing shit for me, it's set in stone.
2 days after that track was released, Kanye took to Instagram to share a group chat that had 8 people in it saying, "I've been fucked with by nerd-ass jocks like you my whole life." And the whole Urkel reference is in reference to Drake playing Steve Urkel at SNL.
Y'all got any G's?
And in my view, it's even more clearly about Drake when Kanye says, "I put nerds on the map," as Kanye was one of the first big artists to work with Drake way back in the day.
Oh, that's when you're the prettiest. I hope that y'all don't take it wrong.
Track 6, Hood Rat. I really like this. I thought it was dope that Kanye used a snippet of Mike Tyson talking about him.
No doubt he got some mental fucking issues. Most leaders do. The delusional issue. I'm a god.
And what Mike is saying is not wrong. In fact, one of my favorite artists out of Canada right now, he just dropped a new album, and on that album, he had a really similar line to what Mike Tyson said.
Hey.
I got motherfucking money, nigga.
Calvin Barner showed love $5 through Super Chat. Good show.
Man, I'm hooked, bro. I can't. I'm hooked, G. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the motherfucking love, big bro.
Call Kanye crazy, but shit, who don't want to be a billionaire to see Jesus in himself? I'll wait.
And I'm actually going to pin Quake Matthews' album in the comment section for you guys to check out. And I'd encourage you to do so, because it is a phenomenal project. Track 7, Do It.
You don't like it, that's your loss. Your opinion don't change the show costs.
Again, Kanye alludes to the fact that he can't be canceled. However, just a week ago, he took to Instagram claiming that no arenas or stadiums would book him for any shows anymore.
And when I call, people say there's no avails for me.
And you know why that is. So if there's anybody out there that can help with this, please do.
However, after posting that video, Kanye later shared a series of posts that would suggest that he was now getting inquiries from all over the world. When he spoke with his agent, Carol Lewis, he asked her how many offers did we receive since I posted the video, and she replied, crazy amount, nonstop, all over the world. We'll send new offers and avails tomorrow. I mean, it's a big fucking world, man. Like, maybe in America, yeah, his shows will slow down, but globally, he's gonna be fine. Like, he'll fill a worldwide tour, no issue.
Southside, do or die, shot down, top 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who am I? Gay.
Kanye again has a little subliminal shot for Drake, as on many occasions, Drake is claimed to be somewhere on a top 5 list. And you guys could say I'm reaching and call me a yoga instructor and all that fucked up shit you say to me in the comments, but you got to remember that Drake had a bunch of subliminals for Kanye as of late. So if you really think Kanye's not going to say anything back, you're fucking bugging. Of course he is. Track 9, Burn.
Who's not entertained by my pain? Who ain't cash a check on my name?
In the first line, Kanye alludes to the fact that every time something happens in his life, whether it be a public outburst or him just expressing his opinion, the entire world is entertained by it. In the second line, he points out just how many people have made cash off his name. This could be a reference to anything from the paparazzi, to Def Jam, to the various corporations that he's worked with over the years.
I burned $8 billion to take off my chains.
In 2022, Adidas cut ties with Kanye after his very public remarks, a deal potentially valued at $6.5 billion. Kanye suggests that it was his choice to end the deal and that he burned $8 billion. The reference to taking off the chains would appear to mimic Kanye's complaint that Adidas restricted his creativity. Another obvious reference would be with respect to slavery, where Kanye felt like a slave to these brands. And it could also be a reference to Dave Chappelle's bit, where he talked about how Kanye was saying that millionaires don't wear chains.
Kanye said, only millionaires wear chains. They said, what? He said, I'm a billionaire. Billionaires don't wear their money on their body. I took my chain and I said, oh, snap.
So who may concern the CEO of the firm? It's not some West Spoken Sherm, a big worm.
Kanye takes a shot at former Adidas CEO Casper Rorsted. It was reported that Adidas had lost over $540 million after cutting ties with Kanye and the Yeezy line. Casper being...
That's why a lot of people don't be understanding what Kanye be talking about. This nigga be talking big money shit. This nigga be talking really, really big money shit, bro. That's why a lot of people like, man, what the fuck Kanye talking about? Who them people Kanye talking about? That nigga crap. Nah, that nigga be over there talking real big shit, bro.
Being the CEO, clearly had a lot of involvement in the choice to cut Kanye loose, and after the Adidas stock tanked, Casper was relieved from his position.
Suzanne, what it do? Good morning. Good afternoon.
Position as CEO. And whether you agree with Kanye or not, that's fine, but it got to be a pretty damn good feeling to know that the dude that was plotting against you, his plot against you was his demise at the end of the day.
Man, the world gone mad. Heard R. Kelly in the next Balenciaga ad.
Kanye plays off the Balenciaga ad scandal where they had children posing in very inappropriate attire. Yeah. He clowns the overall brand by claiming that R. Kelly will be in their next ad, and I don't think I need to explain what R. Kelly is all about.
When you say teenage, how old are we talking? Girls who are teenagers.
What's even more interesting is his ex-wife Kim initially cut ties with Balenciaga after the scandal, but just 1 month ago decided to re-sign with them and is now their brand ambassador. Yep. So it's a triple, really. He's taking a shot at Balenciaga, he's taking a shot at R. Kelly, and he's taking a shot at his wife. Track 11, Vultures.
I'm anti-Semitic, I just fucked a Jewish bitch.
The line is funny. Come on. Like, people gotta lighten up.
I just fucked Scooter's bitch and we ran her like a live.
Kanye takes a shot at his former manager, Scooter Braun, who along with his ex-wife, just so happens to be Jewish. Scooter went through a very rocky public divorce with his wife back in 2021, and Kanye fired him as his manager back in 2018. So Kanye's just trolling the guy and fucking with his head. Track 12, Carnival.
Now I'm Ye Kelly, bitch. Now I'm Bill Cosby, bitch. Now I'm Puff Daddy Rich.
Kanye compares himself to R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, and Puff, 3 extremely controversial individuals who have all been essentially canceled. So Kanye is also very controversial. So I feel like he's just trolling here again by lumping himself in with those guys.
You're not
basically saying that you can't cancel me.
I mean, since Taylor Swift, since I had a rolling on the wrist, I'm the new Jesus, bitch. I turn water to Chris.
So again, he's bringing up like one of his controversial moments, the Taylor Swift shit, where he's saying like, it didn't impact me. It did nothing. I'm fine.
This for what they did to Chris. They can't do shit with this.
Kanye references how the media treated Chris Brown over the years when it came to the Rihanna incident and that they can't pull the same shit on him. And it's crazy because they still to this day in the media label Chris Brown as this abusive fucking type of dude. And I'm not co-signing anything that happened back then, but it was 15 years ago. The dude was 19 years old. I mean, it's time to let the man live a little bit, right? Kanye did mention in the past that he did not like the fact that his kids went to Sierra Canyon, which is basically a school for a bunch of rich celebrity kids. I mean, some of the kids that went to this school is like Will Smith's kids, LeBron James, Kevin Hart. I even read that Denzel Washington coached the grade 8 basketball team one year. Track 15, problematic.
When I speak my mind, it's gonna be some lawsuits and furniture moving.
Kanye references the repercussions that came from speaking his mind. The results of his 2022 blow-up included multiple lawsuits, and his reference to moving furniture would be in reference to his divorce with Kim. One of the main reasons why they split, according to Kim, was that she had to constantly do damage control for the crazy things that he would say.
I spent hours and hours and hours of my days as the cleanup crew.
Can someone explain to me why the fuck she talks like that? Like, I know women that I've known my whole life, at the age of 30 years old, they're changing the way that they talk to mimic what they see on that show or hear on that show, like that constipated way of speaking. And like some of these women I know, like these girls grew up on baked beans and Kraft dinner. And they're trying to act like they're from the Valley because of that show. I think it's pretty funny.
Japan just to be secluded.
Over the years, Japan has become somewhat of an escape for Kanye. After his incident with Taylor Swift at the VMAs, that's exactly where he went. And after his 2022 blowout, he went there again.
They did no damage. Would I give him no chances?
Again, he's talking about the repercussions of his actions didn't impact his life that much.
I'm not racist, it's a preference. And my bitch looking like a reference.
Over the years, people have given Kanye a hard time for his interracial relationships. His current wife, Bianca, is indeed a white woman, and when he says, my bitch looking like a reference, he's likely referring to the fact that many people compare Bianca with Kim in terms of how they look.
And I quote, it's only one goat, let you have your fun though.
Kanye dishes out another subliminal shot for Drake, where on his recent record first-person shooter, he makes mention specifically about being the GOAT.
Who the GOAT? Who the GOAT?
Album for album, tit for tat, Kanye destroys Drake, in my opinion.
Wish somebody would have warned us when I was 15, my soulmate wasn't born yet.
Kanye references the age gap between himself and his current girl, given the fact that he's 46 and she's 29.
Without the deals, I guarantee I'm still nigga rich.
In the line, Kanye states that even without the Balenciaga, Adidas, and large corporation deals, he would still be rich compared to most of his people historically. That line actually reminds me of a J. Cole record off his second album.
I mean the type of niggas that laugh at Hove money, billionaires with petroleum and coal money.
Track 16, King.
Crazy.
So right off rip, Kanye makes mention to some of the names that he's been called over the years in the media. And look, me personally, I am bipolar. I've told you this before. And when Kanye first got diagnosed like years back and he was embracing it and he was wearing it and he was... To have someone of such stature, especially an idol of mine, come forward, like for people who are bipolar, it made us really proud to have someone like him speak out for us. And, you know, when he pulled back on it and said that he didn't have it, it was kind of disappointing for me.
I feel like you feel like being bipolar is part of what makes you brilliant, part of what makes you you, and you embrace it.
Yeah. They thought headlines was my quick life.
Yeah.
And I mean, the dude is right.
That shit was weird to me. Crazy thing is, I just found out my mom dude just got diagnosed with being bipolar.
Their plan to get rid of him didn't fucking work. I mean, I'm talking about his album right now. It clearly didn't work.
It's a real nigga, couldn't take no more. Niggas mad cause they can't talk to you no more.
In the first line, Kanye makes it known that he could not sit back in silence any longer, he couldn't take it anymore, and that he had to speak out. The second line about not being able to talk to Ye anymore would likely be in reference to people like Pusha T and Jay-Z, who have decided to distance themselves from Kanye due to the things that he said. So it's no surprise that the paparazzi follows Kanye everywhere he moves, and the second line, I can pay you double, let me put you on the team, is in reference to a recent encounter he had with paparazzi where he said those exact same words.
Melanie Blood, what's your address? What you make a year? I'll pay you double what they paying you. Woo!
You know, Eminem once said to Joe Budden that all he ever wanted to do was pump his own gas, to fill his car up with gas, something that we do all the time that he can't do. And when it comes to the paparazzi in America, I mean, it should be illegal what they do. Like, the way that they treat celebrities is fucking insane. It shouldn't. I'm surprised it's illegal.
All that word of mouth couldn't take me out. After all of that, your kids in the house going crazy.
In this line, Kanye sends a shot at Kim Kardashian, who once spoke out against his anti-Semitic remarks, but even after all that, his kids were still acting out, and Kanye even shared a story on his Instagram about how his daughter North ripped up the couches in Kim's home to be with her father. And that is pretty much it. That's all I could find. You guys could leave it in the comment section if I missed anything. And also, go check out my Mobb Deep versus Tupac video. I just put it out. It took me a month to put together. It's one of my better videos. Definitely check.
Nigga, we getting on that shit tonight. That's gonna be the next video I check out. That's gonna be the next video I check out. OG's Youngest, day ones, new members like, I appreciate all the love today. Man, y'all showed out for your boy this morning, afternoon. Dang. I catch y'all on the next stream. I gotta get on them plants, man. Y'all have a good day. God almighty. We definitely on that Mobb Deep and Tupac. Up next. I like the old beefs just as much as I like the old beefs better than the new shit, for real, for real. They be breaking down like the old school beefs. I'm like, oh, I remember that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that shit be hard. Yeah. But we're gonna slide out of here. I wanna listen to something on the way out there though. I wanna hear something. Hey. That'll work. Hey.
They wanna be just like me. Say the ladies like me. That shit very likely. That's why these niggas bitey. They wanna be just like me. Know your girl to hold it, baby. It's a handful. See your hoe, I do the most. She say I'm a handful. I be tripping, can't control it. Sometimes I'm a handful. I can't stand when they get to the band, talking handful. Yeah, new, green, dead. They need smoke. Where they at? Titties, check, ass, fat. That my type. Where you at? You a catch. Where my net? Mama fly. Where my jet? Heard she got a nigga, but that nigga got niggas. Pussy nigga, I know he don't know what to do with that. Let it pop. I'ma make it rock, I'ma make her go so hard. She gon' tell me stop. Yeah, I'ma chop it up like I made it drop. Yeah, told her bend it over, but she made it drop. Try to hit her one, but she don't wanna stop. For the baby mama, now I got her out. Try to hit her one, but she don't wanna stop. For the baby mama, now I got her out. So the ladies like me, that shit very likely. That's why these niggas bitey, they wanna be just like me. So the ladies like me, that shit very likely. That's why these niggas bitey, they wanna be just like me. Know your girl to hold it, baby, it's a handful. See your hoe, I do the most. She say I'm a handful. I be tripping, can't control it. Sometimes I'm a handful. I can't stand when they get to the band, talking handful. Ayy, new word, same scale, new clientele. Same play, new sale. I had to stop beefing for one of them bitches' tail. I can't hear the bitch, I'm sitting in the cell. I stay in my lane cause they want me to fail. I can't take the envy, I don't like the smell. Caught him with a girl, bro, don't know he finna shell. Shit, I might take it, bitch, and keep her to myself. Try to hit her one, but she don't wanna stop. For the baby mama, now I got her out. Try to hit her one, but she don't wanna stop. For the baby mama, now I got her out. So the ladies like me, that shit very likely. That's why these niggas bitey, they wanna be just like me. So the ladies like me, that shit very likely. That's why these niggas